Nightly Sports Call presented by Ireland Contracting on the Bordas and Bordas hotline. Bob Pompeani, Gene Collier with you at 412-575-2600. We have some tweets in here. Chris Isaac says, Bob, where do you think Jose Osuna fits in with the Pirates right now? Chris and Gene, he's a third baseman now, isn't he? Or at least they thought about that.
Yeah, I thought he was. I mean, and he's played some outfield. And, you know, as an offensive player, he fits in as well as a lot of guys over there, which is to say he's okay, nothing great. But it wouldn't surprise me if he was the opening day third baseman or even the opening day left fielder, I guess, right?
Could be. And then we have Frank Kingursky, who says, again, the free agent market this year has never been more opportunistic for the Pirates to sign key free agents, but they won't. When the market is low, buy, buy, buy. Well, there is there are a lot of guys out there with big names who have not even been offered. And I don't know, some people say it's collusion in the works in an attempt to bring down salaries. But even if you do that, I mean, if you're talking about the elite guys, you're still never going to get them to the level the Pirates want to pay them. So who will they bring in? I'm sure they will bring in some people at some point. Yeah,
those people will start to move as you get closer to the spring training, I think, and then you'll see the market established. But it's gotten established later and later, year after year now recently.
And then Super Nintendo Chalmers says, Baltimore Orioles pay for offense. Their starting pitching usually sucks, which is why he's where he is, I guess. Let's go to Ogie in Hollidaysburg. What's up, Ogie?
Yes, Bob and Gene, thank you. I've been a Steelers/Pirate fan for almost 60 years.
God bless you.
I just got home in time to see Mazeroski's home run back in the day. But what I want to say is the difference I see between the Steelers and the Patriots is the level of discipline that occurs in Boston and the level of discipline in Pittsburgh. It's lip service in Pittsburgh. It's reality in Boston. I've been a Steeler fan. It's hard for me to swallow some of this stuff.
Are you talking about now or over the course of time? Because there have been some incidents under Cowher as well. I'm just curious where your point of view is on that.
Right. Well, it's not just today. It goes back just a little bit too. Yeah. It's been coming on and getting worse. And I think it's kind of really not maybe peaked, but obviously some changes need to be made and fixed.
I totally agree with that in light of what we found out after the fact. You know, when you look at this game going into it, Gene, nobody really thought that was an issue. And then we found out after the fact about guys showing up late, Le'Veon Bell not being there, skipping this, skipping that. You know, Belichick, I remember in that first playoff game, they had that huge snowstorm in Foxborough, and he made them all show up, and you couldn't be late. Now, at some point, sanity's got to come in too. I mean, you can put people at risk in those kinds of situations. But what's your take on the disconnect?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know, as Bill Cowher used to say, there's a fine line in this business. There's a fine line between knowing everything and knowing not much of anything. You know, I mean, we found this stuff out about the Steelers, Le'Veon Bell, et cetera, after the fact. You know, the Patriots could have these exact same problems, and we just don't know about it. Furthermore, had Jesse James' play been called correctly and the Steelers won that game, everything might have been different. We might be fielding calls now that say what's going on is that the Steelers are a more disciplined team and the Patriots are in disarray in the front office. So really, you know, there's a fine line.
That would have changed the matchups as well.
Oh,
it wouldn't have been Jacksonville. You'd have to deal with that. So all of that based on one call, and yet Al Riveron is coming back. Let's go to Ed in the north side. What's up, Ed? How you doing?
Hi, first-time caller.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks for calling.
I wish we had something to give you. Gene is in charge of that, but he has nothing.
I have nothing.
I just want to make an observation. I'm a long-time Pirate fan. I go back to Mazeroski, Skinner, Thomas, and Clemente, and Smokey Burgess,
that was a long time.
Forth. Went to a baseball game, which I don't do too often. What I was impressed with when I first walked in was the amount of food that people were getting ready to consume prior to the game. I noticed there's fireworks shows quite a bit. There's dog nights, and there's bands and so forth. But what there isn't is baseball, and I enjoy watching winning baseball.
Yeah, well,
my question to you is: it seems to me the Pirates are becoming a farm team for the rest of the Major League Baseball team. They get the players, they develop them, and they get rid of them. So.
All I was saying, thanks for the call, and thanks for being a first time, hopefully not a last time. Gene, there are different ways you can promote different things. Winning, to me, is the ultimate promotion.
Absolutely. I don't disagree with anything our first-time caller said. But it's not just the Pirates. Baseball depends on people who aren't really interested in the game, who come for the dog nights and the fireworks nights. And there's a promotion almost every night at every ballpark there is.